Another day, another story. 9 negative personality traits that can pass for positives. When it comes to character traits, people frequently say and do things that at first glance look acceptable but are actually not so wonderful. And while we won't try to persuade you to think negatively about yourself or other people, we do want to teach you how to spot when an apparently positive attribute is just a cover for a negative one. Let's talk about how this phenomena affects your relationships, both personal and professional, to better understand why it's critical to spot bad character traits presented as positive traits. Number 1, being callous and insensitive can pass for honesty. Although honesty is a crucial component of communication, it is not always advisable to express your thoughts openly. And the reason for that is that if it's not acceptable for the circumstance, your candor could come across as rude. It is simple to speak without taking into account the other person's feelings. However, if you lack tact or have a propensity for being insensitive, you'll probably say something that will offend someone or make them feel really uncomfortable. Being able to identify this quality in yourself is crucial because it will help you strive harder to be more considerate of the feelings of other people and to consider how your words may affect others. Number 2, controlling behavior can be disguised as organization and attention to detail. Although being organized and detail-oriented are frequently regarded as beneficial traits, they can sometimes be an indication of something negative. It's possible that you have trouble trusting others to carry out tasks the way you think is best if you're always the one in charge of planning and arranging projects or activities. When other people don't appear to care about getting everything right, you get quite angry because you prefer to micromanage and control everything around you down to the slightest detail. Instead of being so controlling, try letting go a little and having faith that others will complete the task if you are the type of person who demands everything be done your way. They may prove to be more capable than you initially thought. 3. Patience can be disguised as laziness. It can be challenging to distinguish between these two traits, but doing so is crucial if you don't want laziness to stand in the way of your success. Being patient is being able to wait for what you want without losing your cool or getting angry. On the other side, being lazy is the inability to put out the necessary energy or time to complete a task. By inventing justifications for why you don't want to accomplish anything, such as saying that you just don't want to rush things or that you need to wait for the appropriate time, a lazy person may be able to make others believe that they are genuinely patient. But in the end, if you're lazy, all you'll do is sit around and wait for things to happen, not it's like you'll actually do anything about it. You must quit waiting and get moving if you want to accomplish your goals. Number 4, self-confidence can be disguised as vanity. Although many people are vain, they often aren't aware of it. This is due to the fact that vanity frequently passes for self-confidence, and it might be challenging to recognize the difference while you're feeling confident. Vanity, however, has several telltale indicators that can help you spot it if you pay close attention. People with vanity make it a point to always dress nicely and appear attractive. They obsess over their appearance and spend countless hours in front of the mirror. They frequently take several selfies on their phones, and they are the ones who frequently get cosmetic procedures and plastic surgery. While taking care of your appearance is perfectly acceptable, going overboard can make you appear quite unpleasant and unwelcoming. Number 5, having high standards can pass for being demanding. Even while it might not seem like a negative thing to have high expectations, you need to be careful with this one. Being demanding may lead you to believe that you are only holding yourself to a higher standard than others. And you probably think your demands are justified and reasonable. However, the reality is that being demanding is typically not beneficial for everyone concerned. Your demands will only lead to stress and tension if you are continuously pressuring others to live up to your expectations or if you ask them to perform things that they are unable or unwilling to undertake. It's preferable to give those close to you some leeway and to not demand too much of them all the time. Number 6, holding in emotions might pass for emotional toughness. When you're holding your emotions within, you could believe that by keeping your thoughts to yourself, you're being a strong person. However, that actually indicates weakness. It indicates that you're trying to avoid facing reality, which makes it difficult for you to deal with your issues in a healthy manner. If you don't know how to express yourself, holding your emotions in might lead to feelings of guilt or shame, which can cause more stress than just letting them out in the open. Additionally, it fosters unwarranted anger toward those close to you. Being able to communicate oneself clearly so that others may understand where you stand is what it means to be emotionally strong. Number 7, having good values can be used to pass as being judgmental. Having good values is undoubtedly a positive thing. It implies that you are concerned about the world and wish to improve it. The issue arises when you start to criticize others for things that aren't actually deserving of criticism. When you allow yourself to be judgmental, you are frequently behaving out of bias and not having faith in the other person's capacity for independent thought. If you judge someone for holding a different viewpoint or for making a particular decision, you are automatically elevating yourself above that individual and declaring that your method is the correct one and theirs is incorrect. Consider what they might be going through and how your words and actions can help them through it instead than assuming that someone is making poor life decisions. Sometimes just listening to people is the most essential thing you can do for them. The eighth rule is that instability can appear to be spontaneous. Being spontaneous can be beneficial. Being spontaneous indicates that you are not constrained by a rigid timetable or the necessity to make advance plans in order to be ready for the potential of something that might occur. However, being impulsive can occasionally be a symptom of instability, which is undesirable. A warning sign is if you frequently change your mind or base decisions more on emotion than reason. You might be far more impulsive than you think, which could cause problems in your profession and relationships. While spontaneity is helpful for keeping things fresh, instability can cause issues when it comes time to make crucial decisions. Number 9, sentimentality can be used to disguise an inability to let go. Sentimentality is characterized by a strong sense of loyalty and commitment to the things you have previously valued, which can be viewed as a positive trait. Being sentimental, however, can occasionally be a cover for clinging on to things from the past that you ought to have let go of a long time ago, whether they be things, people, or places. You risk missing opportunities for progress or advancement if you can't adapt to new conditions because you're mired in a loop of nostalgia. Although it's acceptable to miss what you've lost, you shouldn't let those memories prevent you from making new ones. As you can see, because they frequently exhibit some of the same actions, positive and negative character traits can be challenging to distinguish at times. This list should have piqued your interest and encouraged some worthwhile introspection. We don't want to stop you from using your deficiencies to your advantage or even from pursuing your strengths. Just remember to be aware of your intentions while you go about your business. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and tell your friends about it so we can make more like it. Click the subscribe button to see more content like this, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Watch our other videos as well if you haven't already. Thank you for viewing. Thanks for watching.